Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into a pretty dark topic, the consequences of conspiracies and death rituals. We'll be exploring how these seemingly disparate things can intersect, looking at real-world examples of how secret societies and clandestine groups have impacted history and the sometimes devastating effects their actions have had on individuals and entire communities. We'll be examining specific cases, analyzing the motivations behind these actions, and discussing the long-term repercussions from political instability to social unrest and even widespread trauma. So, if you're ready to delve into some unsettling but important history, stick around. Hey everyone, let's talk about something serious: the dangers of spoilage, and specifically, how it can be used in deadly rituals. We are diving into dark territory here, so please approach this with a critical and discerning mind. What is the danger of spoilage? Well, spoilage, in this context, isn't just about food going bad. We are talking about a deliberate act of negativity, a form of dark energy directed at a person with the intention of causing harm. Think of it as a psychic attack, a deliberate attempt to weaken someone's life force, their vitality, their very essence. It's not just about making someone sick, it's about draining their energy, leaving them vulnerable and susceptible to illness, misfortune, and even death. The danger lies in the insidious nature of it. It can be subtle, working its way into a person's life slowly, making it difficult to identify the source of their declining health or bad luck. It feeds on fear and negativity, growing stronger the more it affects its victim. It's a parasitic energy, draining the life from its target. Types of spoilage are varied and can manifest in many different ways. Some forms might involve physical objects, like cursed items placed near the target's home or workplace. Others might involve whispered curses or spells, directed with intense negative energy. There are rituals involving dolls or effigies representing the victim, where the doll is harmed or destroyed to inflict harm on the person it represents. The methods are as varied as the individuals who practice this dark art, but the underlying principle remains the same: the deliberate infliction of harm through negative energy. Some forms of spoilage might target specific areas of a person's life: their relationships, their finances, or their health. Others are more general, aiming to create overall chaos and misfortune. Understanding the different types is crucial in recognizing the signs and seeking appropriate protection. Ritual conspiracy for a deadly disease: spoilage on the vital forces. This is where things get truly dangerous. We are talking about rituals specifically designed to inflict a deadly illness. These aren't accidental misfortunes, these are deliberate acts of malevolence, often involving complex rituals and powerful negative energies. The goal isn't just to make someone sick, it's to drain their vital life force, to weaken them to the point of death. These rituals often involve the use of specific objects, herbs, or incantations, all carefully chosen to amplify the negative energy and direct it towards the victim. The process is slow and insidious, often mimicking the symptoms of a natural illness, making it difficult to diagnose and treat. The victim might experience a gradual decline in health, a weakening of their immune system, and a general feeling of malaise, all while the dark energy continues to drain their life force. The consequences can be devastating, leading to chronic illness or even death. On the dead earth, rite for sudden death. This is the most extreme form of spoilage, a ritual designed to cause sudden and unexpected death. These rituals often involve working with the energies of the earth, harnessing its power to inflict immediate and irreversible harm. They might involve burying objects representing the victim in the ground, or performing rituals at specific locations associated with death or darkness. The intention is to disrupt the victim's life force so violently and suddenly that they die unexpectedly, often with no clear medical explanation. These are incredibly dangerous rituals, and the consequences are, of course, irreversible. The suddenness of the death often leaves those left behind in shock and disbelief, struggling to understand the cause of such a tragic event. The energy involved in these rituals is intense and destructive, leaving a lasting impact on the environment and those involved. Hey everyone, let's dive into something serious today: the consequences of conspiracies involving death rituals. We are going to explore this topic in detail, so buckle up. Carrying out the ritual is often shrouded in secrecy, and the specifics vary wildly depending on the belief system involved. Sometimes it involves specific chants, offerings, or actions performed at a particular time or location. Often, there's a belief that manipulating certain energies or forces can influence the outcome, leading to the death of a targeted individual. It's crucial to understand that these rituals are often based on fear and misinformation, preying on vulnerabilities and exploiting existing anxieties. The methods used can range from seemingly harmless actions to incredibly dangerous and violent acts, depending on the specific beliefs and intentions of those involved. The psychological impact on those carrying out the ritual can be significant, leading to guilt, paranoia, and even mental health issues down the line. Remember, these actions have real-world consequences that extend far beyond the intended target. Determining the presence of spoilage, or the belief that a negative energy or curse has been placed on someone, is a complex process. Different cultures and belief systems have their own unique methods. Some might look for unusual occurrences, like sudden illness, unexplained misfortune, or changes in behavior. Others might consult mediums, psychics, or spiritual leaders to interpret signs and determine if spoilage is present. It's important to remember that these methods are often subjective and lack scientific evidence. The belief in spoilage can be incredibly damaging, leading to unnecessary fear, anxiety, and even the avoidance of seeking proper medical attention. The psychological impact on the individual believed to be affected can be devastating. Spoilage on death is often interpreted as a sign that the death was not natural, but rather the result of a curse or hex. This belief can lead to further investigation, accusations, and even social ostracism. Families may struggle with grief and guilt, questioning whether they could have done something to prevent the death. The belief in spoilage can complicate the grieving process and create lasting divisions within communities. It's important to approach such situations with sensitivity and understanding, recognizing the emotional toll it takes on those involved. Often, proper investigation and medical examination are crucial to determine the actual cause of death, separating fact from superstition. Removing spoilage on death is often approached through various spiritual or religious practices. These might involve cleansing rituals, prayers, or the involvement of spiritual healers. The methods employed vary greatly depending on the specific belief system. It's important to remember that these practices are often based on faith and belief, and their effectiveness is not scientifically proven. While these rituals may provide comfort and solace to those grieving, it's crucial to seek professional help when dealing with grief and loss. Focusing solely on removing spoilage can delay or prevent the necessary healing process. Protection from spoilage is a common concern for those who believe in its existence. Protective measures can range from wearing amulets or talismans to performing regular cleansing rituals or seeking the protection of spiritual guides. Again, these practices are often rooted in faith and belief, and their effectiveness is not scientifically verifiable. However, the sense of security and peace of mind they provide can be significant. It's important to remember that true protection lies in building strong relationships, maintaining good health, and seeking support when needed. Focusing solely on external protection can sometimes overshadow the importance of self-care and mental well-being.